Hey everybody, it's Cody here. I'm going to do another little review here today. You might have seen my last one where I reviewed my cases from Coffin Cases. This time I'm talking about this baby right here. The Dark Aura Reverb pedal from Haunted Labs. So I got this pedal about 2 days ago, and I was initially impressed with this pedal due to what I was seeing online. I checked out some of these pedals and I could never get a reverb like this. So I use a processor. It's got all kinds of stuff in it and I can make pretty much whatever sound I want. I customize my sounds and I have them set up so that I can just click the different switches and change sounds. However, I've never been able to get this kind of a sound, and I'm going to show you here in a little bit exactly what I'm talking about. So this has 3 knobs here. So right here we have the mix, and then we have the evolve, and we have the decay. And I'll kind of go over a little bit just the dynamic of all those, kind of what they really kind of change. The setup on here is for what I was using, but one thing I was taken with right away, if you can tell, is that these things look just beautiful. I don't know who does the artwork for these pedals, but whoever they are, props to you. I don't like generic stuff. I'm not a very generic guy, as you can tell, so when my stuff looks cool, I feel cool, you know. So yeah, this pedal has that very ethereal sort of sound, if you will. If you're into like gothic horror, or since it's October, you know, that Halloween-y kind of vibe, it's perfect for that sort of thing. But because you can dial it in so well, it doesn't just work for that. It is just a very versatile reverb pedal. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. I've got my amp warmed up here. I've got a tube amp, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in here, and then I'm going to pull out my guitar and I'll show you kind of what's going on here, what we're looking at. Alright. So, first things first. You're going to want to hear my guitar before there's any sort of anything. So right now my pedal is not on. This is just the plain Jane sound. I'm playing a Dean Soltero USA, very pretty guitar. And I'm using my middle setup here, so I'm actually getting the sound from both pickups. I have found that with this particular pedal that it works best that way. You get the better sound. So that's what we got going on here. So I'm going to click the pedal on, and immediately we are transformed from regular Earth to very, very creepy, horror sounding Earth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn everything down a little bit here. So we're going to just turn the mix up to the middle, and then we're going to get this sound. So that's a very, very open sort of sound. You could use that for just about any style of music right there. So then what we'll do is we'll turn that up all the way and see what that sounds like just all the way up, right? It's got a little bit of like an echo to it, almost like a hall reverb sort of sound, which is really pretty. So we'll turn the mix all the way down again, and then we're going to turn up the decay to halfway. And you notice there isn't anything. It's because that needs to be on with the mix. So we'll turn the mix back up to halfway, and we have the decay halfway as well. And it adds that echo. So you had the little bit of reverb, but this decay really adds that echo in. And I don't know about all the technical terms and such, but I'm, you know, just further proof I'm not staging any of this. I'm just telling you what I know and what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And what I'm hearing and seeing is a lot of awesome. Okay, this is just an impressive pedal all around. And you can hear the echo. So the higher we turn the decay, the longer those echoes seem to last, I think. So we have the mix at the middle, and then I have the decay all the way up. And now the echoes last that much longer. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn everything back to the middle, and we're going to use this evolve knob. So we're going to turn the evolve not quite up to halfway, maybe about a quarter of the way. We'll just see what that kind of does. And now we'll turn it up to halfway. Now we're going to go ahead and turn the evolve all the way up, but we're going to leave the mix and the decay about halfway, which is my standard setup that I really like. Getting a little bit of buzzing from my amp there. That's not cool. I don't like that. So we'll go ahead and turn that down. It's a very, very ambient pedal, I think, if you wanted to call it that. You could use this for a ridiculous amount of things, I think. And for me personally, I have a song that I wrote specifically for this pedal that there's a teaser up for on my Instagram at Cody_catastrophic. And I think that it's really interesting sort of to write a song and write it specifically for use on one kind of pedal or one specific pedal. It was a lot of fun, and for those of you who've listened to our EP, the Catastrophic EP, you can tell why this pedal is such a big deal, especially to me playing the guitar, because that's the sound on our album. And I did not have this pedal before. A lot of that sound, unfortunately, had to come from our producer and, you know, altering things and stuff, which is great, that's fine, but I don't want to have to change everything up when we play stuff live. So it's going to be really nice to be able to play it exactly the same way that it sounds on the record live. And unfortunately, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. You know, things change from studio to live performances, and that's absolutely okay. But I think it's a lot more fun for me, and maybe a lot more fun for you guys if it doesn't have to happen that way. And so, to talk about Haunted Labs for a second here, Haunted Labs has a number of pedals, and as I've been kind of checking out, they have some really extraordinary fuzz pedals that I would like to eventually look at reviewing in the future, or playing with in the future. The Paranormal Fuzz pedal especially is one I've got my eye on. And then they did a collaboration with Coffin and created something called the Frostbite Fuzz pedal. And that's got a killer sound. Reminds me a lot of kind of a where some of the settings are. It reminds me very much of the song Indagata da Vida by Iron Butterfly, or you know, like some Deep Purple vibes even. Like, it's just such an interesting sound, and I've got to say I'm very impressed with Haunted Labs pedals. And I don't usually dig too much into pedals, I'll be 100% honest. For me, it's always been, if I like the sound, I like the sound, and I've always used the pedal board that I have now, where it's all just, I can just adjust it. But I think this is the first time where I've really been like, dude, I have to have that exact pedal. And I had to voice that, where it was something that just, the universe brought everything together all at once in the perfect way, and then made it a pedal for them to distribute to me. It's magic. But I don't really have a whole lot else I can say other than I'm really, really impressed by their customer service too. They made sure to ship this pedal out to me relatively fast. I think I got it 2 days afterward, and they were kind enough to message me and ask about, you know, whether or not I liked the pedal. And you know, it really speaks to me as a customer and as a musician too, when a company cares enough to communicate with you. Because I think we've all had those experiences where you buy something and something goes wrong, and then it's just a pain in the ass to get stuff fixed. And you know, as the same thing with coffin cases, Paranormal, sorry, not Paranormal, I apologize. Haunted Labs and coffin cases seem to both be about the same, where they both really, really dive into customer service. You know, they're about making their consumers happy, and that's not always a common thing. So again, thank you Haunted Labs for the ability to review this pedal. Thank you for making this pedal, and I just want to say, if you guys are looking for an amazing reverb pedal, this is your pedal. There's probably other great ones out there. I've never seen one that's this good. So thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you guys later.